Welcome to the Rustic Garden. Today I want to talk about and profile the Indigo Apple. This is an absolutely beautiful tomato. It's the first time I've been growing it. I just love the colors. Dark purple shoulders, a really crimson red color that's probably a combination of a red tomato and the deep purple that you can see on this tomato. The indigo tomatoes get their dark purple color from anthocyanin, I believe. It's the same pigment that's in blueberries, and it's bred this way. The tomatoes are absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to grow it next year because I really just like looking at them. I am concerned about the taste. A lot of what I read say that the indigo type, the dark pigment purple tomatoes, don't have a lot of taste. And what I learned from my indigo blueberries is that you really have to leave them on a vine a little bit longer than you might think, and that tends to bring in some more of the sugar. But let me show you the plant. There's over 30 tomatoes on here right now, and you can see they're forming different stages, different colors. I also read that if I leave these on the vine longer, they'll become a little more blacker. They also become much more darker with the purple color, almost to a black, the more sun that they get. So the sunlight is really what gives the tomato the dark color. This plant is about 6 feet tall. If I didn't already say it, there's about 30 tomatoes on there already. So it's somewhere in the mid-range of a good producer. Not a lot of disease. I can see a couple spots on there, but it's July 21st here, and I really only pruned this plant to remove some of the leaves from the bottom just so that soil didn't splash up on there. So it's doing really well in the heat. It's got good disease resistant, but it's an absolutely beautiful tomato, and I'm going to cut and go taste it now and let you know. So here's the Indigo Apple ready for the taste test. Again, it's a beautiful tomato. The literature says this is a cherry type tomato, which it really is not. I'm not growing tomatoes, you know, that are cherries this large. They say 2 to 4 ounces. This is probably a 4 to 6 ounce tomato, and there was a good amount of productivity on the plant. Not a huge productivity, but you know, somewhere in the mid-range. All right, so it's a nice looking tomato. One of my concerns is that a lot of people say the indigo tomatoes really taste very watery and don't have a lot of flavor. And again, what I learned is really let these tomatoes ripen. And when you press on it, you see how soft they are. Let the indigo type tomatoes ripen. So let's give it a taste test. It's not bad. There's not an over sweetness to it. There's a little bit there. It's definitely not watery. I think a good tomato taste, a little bit of a tartness to it, but it's definitely a keeper. The taste surprised me. It was better than I thought. But it looks beautiful, it tastes pretty good, and it's really, I think, worth excuse me, growing at least 1 year in your garden. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my blog at www.therusticgarden.blogspot.com, and also check out my YouTube videos. Thanks.